Hi friends, welcome to Easy and Home Style Cooking. I'm Mrs. Ragini. Today I'm going to share a very simple, it's a sweet, but this is not, our regular sweet. This is like our festival sweet, we make it like burelu, the same way but little bit different. We are going to stuff it and make this simple snack, and this is wheat rava appalu. To make this dish, we need the daliya. If you have daliya, you can use daliya, that is the wheat rava, we call it in Telugu. Here I have the wheat rava and I mixed some of suji also. If you don't want to make it with our daliya, then you can use the semolina also. So what I did is I have taken the regular daliya and I just blended it into slightly coarse, and I am using it. I am just going to show it to you. Half I used daliya and half I used our semolina. So here if you can see, this is the coarse daliya. I have taken the daliya and I grinded it. So you can see this is the daliya. What we are going to do is, first we are going to cook the coconut. Here I have the fresh coconut. We are going to add this in a pan. If you want, you can use jaggery also to cook this, but today I am using sugar and also some cardamom powder for flavoring. And this we are going to cook till this becomes slight ball. We want the sugar to melt and we could able to make a slight ball. It's not so difficult, dear friends. The sugar is slightly melting. What I am going to do is I am just going to add some raisins and some cashew nuts and some almonds. If you want, you can slightly roast this in ghee and then you can add, but I don't want to roast, just I am going to add like that. Some raisins, some cashew nuts and almonds. Just add it and mix it once more. And I am going to take one more pan. This I am going to keep aside and switch on the flame. We are going to put it in very slow flame so that the sugar dissolves, and we need a slight lump. We should able to make a small ball. In this we are going to cook the suji now. We are going to add water. If you are taking totally daliya, then you need to take 3 cups of water for 1 cup of daliya, because daliya takes more time to cook. So you need to add more of water for daliya. If you are taking less of daliya, then you can take 2 cups of water if you are taking 1 cup of daliya and the suji. Here is the 2 cups of water. First we are going to cook the suji and then we are going to add the sugar to the suji also. So friends, here you can see the water is boiling, just very pinch of salt, and now reduce the flame and we are going to add the suji, that is semolina, and the daliya. Add it and mix this. Initially we are not going to add the sugar. If we add the sugar, then daliya, we want the daliya to be cooked nicely. So don't add sugar initially. Reduce the flame. This is like our sheera. I already showed you couple of variations. The same way we need to make it, and once this is done, then what we are going to do is we are going to make a small balls and stuff this, and if you want you can deep fry, or if you want you can just shallow fry also. I am going to cook this for another 1 minute. You can just cover this with a lid and we can cook till our daliya is done. The cooking process, everything will be done here itself, and just deep frying will be left over. So here what I am going to do is I am just going to cover with a lid, and here if you see, the coconut is also done. The sugar has melted, you can see. Only the sugar needs to melt. We don't want any moisture. So the sugar is melted and this is ready to go into our seera, or the semolina. So friends, after covering with a lid for just 2 to 3 minutes in a slow flame, this won't take much time because I blended the daliya into fine, so it won't take much time. If your daliya is very fat, that is too much of coarse, then this will take little bit of time. Now in this we are going to add some ilachi powder, that is cardamom powder, and also some sugar for sweetness. Mix this also, and now we are going to cover this with a lid and we are going to cook this for another 3 to 4 minutes. So friends, after just 3 minutes of slow simmering, you can see this is cooking nicely. We did not added any ghee, dear friends, that's why this is sticking. If you add ghee, then this won't stick. Now what I am going to do is, either the same mixture you can stuff it and you can deep fry, but today what I am going to do is, I am going to add some wheat flour also to this and make a dough with this and then stuff it. So now this is already, the sweet is ready. Just switch off the flame, and if you see, this is like thick. We need to hold this and make a ball. So what I am going to do is, I am going to add very little of wheat flour and mix this, and we are going to rest this for just 2 minutes. Once this is slightly cooled down, then we could able to hold this with our hands. So here I have a plate. I am going to just transfer this into a plate. Dear friends, you can make this appalu two ways. Either you can deep fry, or either you can shallow fry, or otherwise like our parathas, you can just add some ghee and cook on both the sides till you get a nice color. So this I am going to rest it for just 2 minutes. So friends, this will stick to your hands. So what you can do is just apply some ghee to your hands and to your palm also. Take a small portion, like how we stuff for our regular parathas, the same way. Take this sweet mixture. If you apply some ghee or some water, then this won't stick to your hands. Put it in another palm and spread it. This is hot. Let this rest slightly, dear friends, then you can handle it easily, and keep this aside. And now take this mixture and take this sweet mixture of the coconut and slightly make a round and put it inside and try to seal this. You need to do all this process when this is nice and hot, dear friends. So friends, here you can see I have stuffed it and I made it into a nice appa shape, our regular, how we make our paratha, the same way. Just only thing is we made the dough with the semolina and the wheat rava. Otherwise the process is the same, and this is a sweet. So just press it, don't press it too thin. This should be little bit thick like this. If edges are breaking, no problem. So here I have a pan. If you want, as I said, you can deep fry this also, but what I am going to do is I am going to add some ghee and I am going to slightly shallow fry this. One, we are going to add one more, and this is also, you can add some more of ghee. I already added some ghee while I was pressing it, so don't add too much. Initially less. If you need, then you can add more of ghee. And now we are going to cook this on both the sides till we get a nice color. So friends, here you can see our sweet appalu is getting ready. You need not cook it too much also, because we already cooked the coconut and the sugar, and we already cooked the suji with the sugar, so you need not cook it too much. But usually they deep fry this, but I wanted to avoid deep frying. Otherwise, if you want, you can stuff it and deep fry also. And I remember one more thing, when I was making this dish, my grandmother always used to make the suji sweet and stuff in our regular chapati dough and make an excellent puri, dear friends. You can see now I am getting that excellent flavor. The sugar is getting cooked and we are getting this dark color from the sugar. So dear friends, our sweet is all ready. The appalu sweet, you can give whichever name you want, and this is with daliya and some semolina and also coconut inside it, and an excellent stuffing. Outside also sweet, inside also sweet. I love sweets, so all double sweets. So dear friends, we need to rest this for some time, and then if you have it, it will taste amazing. If you have it very hot, then you will burn your mouth, because inside there is a stuffing, outside is also very hot. I am just going to cut one for you. Dear friends, very yummy. With ghee. Initially we did not added any ghee, but to shallow fry we added ghee. So I am getting an excellent ghee texture. Outside is nice crispy. Inside the coconut flavor, it's not that sweet as I expected. I added very less sugar. inside also and outside also very less sugar. So dear friends, I hope you enjoyed this very simple wheat rava appalu, or you can give whichever name you want, but make it, share it, and also feed your family such type of food so that they will tell vareva vareva. See you in another session with some more recipes.